We are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's gone. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Now gone. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes forced out to his left. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On a jet sweep, here comes Chark. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Goff. Pass pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, just say thank you, Mr. QB. That ball gets tipped in the air, and they come out with a first down.
You've said it before, sometimes better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, but what you have to do as a defender, that ball's in the air, you've got to go up and get it, and at worst, knock it to the ground.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On third down, here comes Swift. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. They'll try it now with Swift, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on fourth down, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 16, Mahomes dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mahomes now on first down. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From midfield, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes finding Mecole Hardman. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now a first down throw, gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And some room to roam. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. 47 yards. And the Chiefs get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Throwing on third. Gone. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Colin Saunders, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Tony on the return. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. They'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 40, 40. Alert. Slant.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Back to throw, Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. On 1st and 10, Goff. And this is caught. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 30 yards. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Second and 6.
Watch the run. 55 is mine, guys. 55.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
44 is mine. 44 is mine. Hey, 43, 15. Pick up the ball. Fofo's the mic. Mike Fofo. Danny. 44.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hope.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Badgley on for the extra point. the lead will be cut down to 14.
Next to score, Chiefs 35, Lions 21. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Mike Bobo. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 15.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
I can hear it right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? But I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that protect mode and end up giving away the football. This team has stayed aggressive, and it's working out for them.
44 is Mike. Check. Here we go. 57,
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.